2-2 from Cat Osterman. Strike three.
2-2 the pitch and the strikeout for Osterman. Number 17 on the day for Cat.
When I think of Texas, I think of Cat Osterman. She made the program what it is today.
That's someone who I looked up and I think had a lot of influence on me choosing to go to Texas. I know growing up watching them play, and I was just like, oh my God, like, that girl has so much passion on the mound, and I just want to be a Longhorn. When you hear about Texas, you know Cat Osterman went there. She's just Texas.
She's such a competitor that it pumps me up, it fires me up, and you want to play behind someone who does show their passion a little bit. When I get to see her fire up or fist pump or anything like that, that's what I really play harder behind that.
She's paved the way. I know she was a pioneer of the sport. I know from my era. When I know she's really gave a lot of young girls, including myself, a platform for the game of softball.
Cat Osterman and the USSA Pride going for a third consecutive title in the 32-year-old's last game as a pro. It was a pitcher's duel, and Osterman's Pride didn't give her much in the way of run support. The lefty didn't surrender any earned runs, but the Chicago Bandits got one in across home plate. Final score, Bandits 1, Pride 0, as the Bandits walk away with this year's title. After Osterman said, quote, "Obviously, everybody can't have a storybook ending. It's been a hell of a ride. I can't complain." To talk about that ride, that includes the Women's College World Series, Olympics, and professional pitching. She joins us now on the phone. Kat, what were the emotions like last night? What were you feeling in the game?
Well, when the game was going on, I was just trying to keep us in it as long as possible, and I knew I felt good all week, and I just wanted to be able to go out and really, make sure that when I left the field, that I left everything I could and that I pitched as well as I can. And, so during the game, I wasn't worried about it being my last game or not. I really just wanted to win, wanted to give us a chance at the title. And, hopefully we were wishing we'd be playing today. But fortunately, it didn't work out that way. During the game, it was more all about just trying to win because I'm too much of a competitor to really let anything else be on my mind when I'm actually out on the field.
What would have been a storybook ending for you, Kat?
I mean, it would have been great to go out with it would have been a three-peat for us if we had won the title. And, obviously, if you want to write the perfect storybook script, it would have been striking out the last hitter and Megan and I, embracing for what was our last out together. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way. But I wouldn't trade a single day of my career to have it rewritten.
At 32, you finished the season with the league-leading 164 strikeouts. How did you keep racking up all the Ks?
I think the longer we're in it, the more it's kind of a head game for Megan and I, and so I trust her completely. She calls my game, and we work together to come up with a game plan, and, especially this last week, we started using my rise ball a little bit more. A lot of people forget I have a pretty good one because I'm known so much as a drop ball pitcher, but we just did a good job of mixing things up and not going with what our normal go-to pitches are.
When you look back on that pitching lesson that you asked for at the age of 11, did you imagine you would have the career you now have to date?
Not at all. I think when I first started pitching at 11, my dad thought it might be a phase. Obviously I'm tall. I come from a tall family, so I think everyone secretly thought I would go the basketball route. But, I just fell in love with it. And as my career moved on, I had, smaller goals. So it was, moving to a more competitive team. And then once college came in the picture, it was wanting to go to Texas. And at one point, I just wanted to be good enough to even walk on at Texas. So I kind of had smaller goals, and obviously it just led to a lot more. And I would never have, I would never have ever predicted I would have been still playing at 32 and had this type of career.
You had so many goals that turned into career accomplishments. Which one stands out the most to you, Kat?
I think obviously the gold medal and being on that Olympic team is the highlight of my career. You can't ask for anything else than winning a gold medal and being on the podium on that big stage. But then obviously taking Texas to 3 World Series, that was just so much fun. And, I don't think a lot of people expected that from us, but we expected it. And those were some of the best times of my career.
You're now an assistant coach at Texas State. What do you now hope to accomplish in your coaching career?
I really hope that, as I get pitchers in, that I can help them develop and not be my caliber, but just reach their fullest potential. And hopefully I have an eye for the talent that can be the type of potential that I had. But really, I just try to relate to my pitchers as much as possible, and I've done a pretty good job with my freshman Randy Rupp there now, and I look to just hopefully see them grow both as a person and an athlete. And eventually, I hope Texas State is being mentioned as one of the top softball schools here in the state after a while.
Good stuff, Cat Osterman. We appreciate you joining the show, and of course, congrats to you on your career as you retire from the sport.
Thank you very much.